Hey guys, I finally have a chance to sit down and do my vlog. I have all the questions printed out, and so I guess here we go. I'm also wearing the sock monkey hat because I'm still in my pajamas. I haven't showered for today and my hair looks pretty gross. So I don't have a baby. I have a cat, but he probably won't stay with me, so this will give you something else to focus on. Okay, so number one, what's a nickname only your family calls you? My family never really had any nicknames for me. I always just went by Crystal. Whenever I was in fifth grade, my friend gave me the nickname Salamander. And when I was in high school, one of my friends gave me the nickname Chrissy. So I've gone by those in the past. Some people will call me Chris, but that's only like very few people. But I'll answer to any of those. So, number two, what's a weird habit of yours? I didn't realize this till a couple of years ago. I was with one of my advisors at Auburn, and it was my first time meeting him, and I didn't know what he was like. And in the past, I've had some kind of intimidating advisors and whatnot. But while I was sitting there talking to him, he noticed that I hold my thumbs when I'm nervous. I don't know. Sometimes it's not just when I'm nervous. When I'm stressed, I do it. And it's really weird. And I've only noticed it since he mentioned it. And every time I do it now, I'm aware that I'm doing it, but I try to quit doing it, and it just doesn't work. So yeah, I hold my thumbs. 3, do you have any weird phobias? I've had this phobia since I can remember. I have this thing with my eyes. If you guys remember the episode of Friends where they're trying to give Rachel the eye drops and they all have to hold her down and in order to get them in her eyes, that would totally be me. Only in the last couple of years have I been okay with even eye drops. But my biggest phobia is people waving paper around my face, and it freaks me out because my biggest fear is getting a paper cut on my eye. And so if people have paper like really close to my face, like I have to like back up, and it just really freaks me out because I mean, paper cuts hurt on your hands as it is. Could you imagine one on your eye? Ooh, I don't want to. What's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? Anything that comes on the radio. I am totally that person that if I'm in the car by myself, I have the radio up as loud, as loud as I can tolerate it, and I am just singing at the top of my lungs. I'm totally that person that when you pull up next to them, I am just like in my own little world singing any song that comes on the radio. I'm still a huge fan of like late 90s pop. Sorry if you can hear that, that's my cat. He has a crinkle Santa Claus hat and he decided to play with it. But yeah, late 90s pop, and any song that I love and know the words to, I will sing at the top of my lungs in my car. Hey. Can you see him? Yeah. What's one of my biggest pet peeves? Okay, I have 2 pet peeves that are just like bug me to no end. Number 1, people who don't read. Where I work, we have signs. I work at a movie theater, and we have signs that say, during the week, for example, please purchase your tickets at the concession stand. People will stand up there and just stare up at the window, and they'll be looking at the show times, and then they go like this, they're looking in, and they're standing out there for 5 minutes. Then they come in, and they'll stand at the front, like at the front of the building, and they'll yell back to me, "Where do we purchase our tickets? Is somebody up here?" Read the damn sign. That's probably my biggest pet peeve, is people who don't read things. It's right in front of their face. They don't pay attention. The bad part about it is the signs are eye level, so you have to look around them or above them or below them to see anything. I can't remember what my other pet peeve was. Because people who don't read things and don't pay attention really get on my nerves. So we'll just say that that's my biggest pet peeve. What's one of my nervous habits? I guess I would go with number 2, holding my thumbs. Just a weird habit of mine if I'm going back and re-answering number 2. I don't know. Okay, so my nervous habit is holding my thumbs. My weird habit, I don't know. I guess, like, something that I can't really control is when I'm really, really tired, and I'm falling asleep, I kind of make noises, and it's just kind of like a groan, and sometimes I can get so loud that I wake myself up. So I guess that's my weird habit, and then my nervous habit is holding my thumbs. What side of the bed do I sleep on? I sleep on the right side. Yeah, I sleep on the right side, no matter whether it's close to the door or not. Currently it's on the side of the door, the way our bed's set up, but yeah, I sleep on the right side. I've tried sleeping on the left, but for some reason I just don't sleep good. Number 8, what was my first stuffed animal and its name? I'm not sure if it was my first stuffed animal. I'm pretty sure it was. But it's the one that I've remembered the longest, and it's this little guy, Snuffles. Yes, he's old. He doesn't have much. He's lost some of his, well, I don't know. There's no way for him to have lost it, but this is Snuffles. He was my mom's bear way before she had me, and whenever I was born it became my bear, and I've held on to him ever since, and he is like the only bear that has a special place in my heart. I would cry if something happened to Snuffles, if I lost him or he got ruined, because he's been with me since before I was born. He's been around since before I was born. So it's Snuffles. What's a drink you always order at Starbucks? I don't go to Starbucks. I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee flavored things. So if I went to Starbucks, I would probably order a hot chocolate if it was cold outside. What's the beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? Yeah, I think I'm just going to skip over that question, because I'm probably the last person you want to ask beauty advice to. But I guess, I've only watched a couple of your videos so far, and I get to watch the rest of them today. But I don't remember who said it. I think it was Tamika. Not washing my face before I go to bed. I really need to, and for the most part, I do that. But there are some times where I'm just so tired and it's been a long day, and I go to bed almost right after I get home, and I don't want to do that. So I just, don't, but it never affects my face. Anyway, which way do you face in the shower? I rotate. If I am washing my hair, I have my back to the water until I do the lathering. Then sometimes, for some reason, I keep my back to the water as I'm lathering my hair, but I step away from the water for some reason. I don't know, but I rotate a lot. So it's never one way. It depends. Yeah, I rotate. Do you have any weird body skills? Not really. I don't know. I don't want to do a close-up on this, but I I can kind of shake my eyes, which is weird because, you know, since I have my eye phobia. But I can, and I think they used to shake a lot, like, well, I've never seen it because obviously I can't see when I'm doing it, but I've been told that whenever I do it, my eyes just like shake back and forth. But I mean, I remember doing it before I was even in kindergarten. Me and my mom, the first time I remember doing it, me and my mom were at the grocery store and I was sitting there and I was bored while she was checking out. And I just did it and I've been doing it ever since. And I don't do it like all the time, but I can shake my eyes. And I don't know how well it would show on the camera, but what are you doing? So yeah, if you ever want to see that and we're together, then just ask and I'll do it. I don't know how well it looks, but 13. What's your favorite comfort food? Food that's bad for you, but you love to eat it anyway. I'm a huge fan of junk food. I will never turn down anything with Heath bar in it though. I think that's like my favorite candy, and if it's Heath, then I'm all about it. We went to Pinkberry for the first time last night, and I got Heath on my yogurt. But I don't know, comfort food? I don't know. I don't know, when I think comfort food, I think pot roast. So I guess pot roast. But it has carrots and potatoes in it, so I guess, you know, it's good. At least the carrots are anyway. And we don't eat it all that often. What's a phrase or exclamation you always say? I've been trying to cut back on my use of the word awesome. But I use awesome a lot. There's always, every couple of years I'll get a word and I'll just stick with it and say it all the time. Like when I was in high school, I used to say butt monkey a lot. I don't know why, I don't know where it came from, but that was like my phrase in high school was butt monkey, and I'd call people whores all the time. And I still do that, but not nearly as much. Rock on was a phase for a little while, but awesome is definitely the word or phrase that I always say. Sorry, cat's wanting to play. Number 15, time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? I always wear pajama pants of some sort and a t-shirt. Even when it's hot, I have to wear pajama pants. I can't sleep if I wear shorts of any kind. And I have to have at least a sheet and a blanket on me. I get really cold at night. And so I have to have like long pants. And a t-shirt. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all of them. That's the last one. I don't think I skipped over anything. Yeah, that's my stuff. I have to go. My mom is coming over this afternoon to watch a movie, and we're just gonna hang out, have pizza, and watch. Yeah, pizza's probably another food that I'll never turn down. We're gonna watch Crazy Stupid Love because she hasn't seen it before, and it's actually perfect since all this talk about Ryan Gosling has been going on, you know, on NBC and Twitter and the off board. Because hello, it's Ryan Gosling, like, yeah. So yeah, my mom's texting me, she's on her way, so I guess I have to go and actually change and be presentable to a certain degree. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and I can't wait to finish watching everybody's vlog and actually comment on them all. I didn't want to watch too many before I did mine because I didn't want to be influenced, because peer pressure, yeah, not even peer pressure, but I don't want to be influenced on any of my answers, so I think I only watched like one or two. But yeah, have a Merry Christmas. I decided to put my Christmas tree in the background. We haven't really finished decorating it, but yes, that is a Dunkin' Donuts box you see behind me. There's a reason for that. But yeah, have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.